Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. However you viewing it. Right now it's 11 o'clock in the morning, so good morning to you. Good morning to you. Yo, we got a very important live stream because I always scream, Black man rise, original rebel. I always scream that because it's time for you as a man to rise up, especially you as a black man. Men as in general must rise up, but black men most definitely is obligated, is in a dire need to rise up. So we're going to talk about grown boys who hide behind women because that is the epidemic, that's the plague that we are living in this day and age. To be honest, in the last 30 years, we've been living 35 years, we've been living in a state of where men has been hiding behind women. Now, you have women out there who wants to claim that strongly, hard body, with evil intent. Like I said, you have women, but it's going to really take us men to bring it to our men's attention. Okay. I just want it to be heard that I hear the cry. I've been heard the cry. I've seen the cry. I've seen the tears. But as a man, I still won't, how can I put it? As a man, I still wouldn't, yeah, that's the right word, not couldn't. I wouldn't allow the bashing because it was your fault. You understand? You can't play victim when you put it in that you made the situation. Mommy made the situation what it is. Okay, so then mommy claims victimhood. You know what I'm saying? Victimhood after you claim royal, you claim to be queen, and you can't claim to rule the castle, rule the kingdom, and then when nothing abides by your ruling, you claims victim. So that's the reason why I didn't allow that to roll. So I come in and say, hey, yo, men, yo, men, check this out. I don't know what your situation is or what your situation was, but I know what the situation is that we living in. And right now we need to rise up. All the mommy boys gotta take off the pampers. It's very important. Take off the pampers. All the mommy boys take off the pampers and rise up. Get out the get out the baby cradle and let's rise up. And what do I mean by that? Let's come outside and do what we used to do as boys, wanting to be grown men. Let's come together. That's step number one. Let's come together. Then we realize that mommy will respect us more because what we came together on was cleaning up the kingdom. Everyone likes someone who cleans up, right? So when you clean up the kingdom, clean up your act, you'll be more respected. But you gotta come from behind mommy. You gotta come from behind the woman. You gotta come from behind ma. Yo, ma. Yeah, ma. What's up, ma? How you doing, ma? You gotta come from behind ma. It's important for you to come from behind ma and mommy. What's up, ma? Let's come from behind that. So as I'm speaking to my black men, I want to understand that I know that it's hard to come from behind that shield. Why? Because You've been hunted long, long, long time. You pray. I understand. Yo, listen. Being prey is like being like a fish, and any day you could be swallowed up. Being like an insect, any day you could be squashed. So I understand the prey part, but when you rise up and leave the prey in the background and you stand forward and you take the shield that mommy was, that mommy is, you take the shield from her, you take the strength and energy, and you go forward. So it's important to stay from behind our women. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, it's very hard because our women don't want that. Quiet as kept. They don't want that to happen. They don't want men to really, really come from behind them. They scream it, yet and still they do not live it. They are not living in that mindset. Understand? They are not living in the mindset of wanting to allow men, especially black men, to go forward and lead. You can see it in the everyday conversations. You can see it in the everyday struggle. You can see it in the everyday hustle and bustle. You can see it in the everyday competition. So it's very hard for you to go in the leadership position when the victims that's claiming for you to be in leadership position is not even clearing the path for you to get in the leadership position because they don't know how to unleash that beast. Because leadership is like a beasthood, and that's why it's important for black men to rise. Because when you have wrong leaders in that beasthood, it causes damage. In the last 35 years, we've seen so much damage that right now we live in a state of mind where it's confusion, it's complete chaos, mayhem, illusions and delusions, fake, unrealistic. I don't know how we can come to this, but that's because we traded places. Who's seen the movie Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and I think Dan Aykroyd and Jamie Lee Curtis? Who's seen that movie Trading Places? How they designed it from the top. You know what? I'm already cold out here, so I know when I go in that store, I'm gonna be chilly too. Let me get my jacket. I don't like being cold. Trading Places. So when you think about the show Trading Places, the movie Trading Places, and how they designed for this homeless man, homeless black man at that, to trade places with a completely multi-rich, I'd say millionaire guy, white guy, and trade places and give him everything that he had and take away everything that the other man had. He gets and he loses. Who the hell I just bought? Oh, down there more. He gets and he loses. That's trading places. And that's what happened right now with men and women. The places have been traded and they get and men lose. And it's been like that for a long time. And that's the process. And no one's ready to talk about it. No one wants to really, really talk about the trading places that took place that's bringing the chaos. And that's because most men, or should I say most of these boys, do not mind still hiding behind mommy. That's a plague. That is a plague. I haven't seen this individual in a minute. If that is him. You know, that's a plague. Most of the men who hide behind mommy is the ones that's in positions that's allowing this to continue on. And that's the structure. And that's the damage That's what's causing the damage. When you have the boys that's comfortable hiding behind the women. You know, it's so weird being a single man. You know what I'm saying? Although I still know what it is to have a woman. But when you're a single man, but I never knew what it is to have a wife. That's something different. But still, no matter what, all the same. Why all the same? Because realistically, me, when I'm having a girl, I want her to be my woman. I want her to be my wife. It's her that strays away. Okay? Because, like I said, this trading places is real. They want the power. And most women who come across me, they realize that I'm not releasing my power. I actually would give you power, but I'm not releasing my power. And most women won't want men to release their power. Ooh, that's a good one. They want you to give them power, and they want you to release your power. That's wrong. I can allow you to have power. I can give you power, but I'm not going to release my power because my power is what it is. Like I said, you can have power, but my power is what it is. It's like president of a company and vice president of a company. It's like president of a corporation country, vice president of a corporation country. You gotta say CC, corporation company, country. I mean, Kamala Harris has some power, and so that's the trick. That's the confusion for men to give away their power, allowing women to have power. Like I say, when I hear black power, I hear women power. Women. I don't hear really men really wanting black power. Because black power means that you got to get in that leadership position, that leadership role. That's what black power is. I've come across so many men, or should I say boys, grown boys. That's the new one, grown boys. That's the old one, grown boys, GB. And the grown boys never can really make a decision themselves. And to be honest, I think that's probably all throughout their lives, even before their girlfriends, their wives. I think that's just always throughout their lives. They had to probably confront or console or consult with their mama, their mommy, before they get to their mom. Now they get to their mom, they do the same thing. They confront, console, and consult with their mom. And doing that, it changes their natural mind that they know what they need to do and gives them confusion where they become procrastinators and don't do anything, don't get nothing done. That's been what's been going on for the last 40 years. And we as men, the same way we can come together and drink, come together and smoke, come together and play sports, come together and go out, is the same way we need to come together. Not even the same way. We're supposed to do this in a higher level. Come together to move forward. Come together to organize. Come together to get structured. That's very important. And once we can get that in our thick skulls, then we'll see progression. We'll see progress. We see the struggle. We'll see the struggle disappear from the progress. We've been going through without struggle, there's progress. We've been going through the struggle. But now it's time for us to release the struggle. And the way we release the struggle is by us organizing. And that means coming from behind mommy, coming from behind mom. There's so much to this live stream. There's so many ways to attack this live stream, but I'm not attacking it in a bitch manner. I'm not bitching. So for all those other people who attack this manner in a bitch manner, stop bitching. Stop being who you are. If you're going to attack it in the manner where it's well respected. So as I'm trying to lay and execute my words, I'm not trying to attack, although it is a verbal assault, assassination of this character that these boys, these grown boys have. We're trying to make you men. Boys to men, you know what I'm saying? We gotta make you men now. And being a man don't mean that you have. I don't give a flying fuck that you have children. That means that you was lust. You was lustful. You didn't rub up and you bust all up in shorty. You got a pregnant. Now you caught up. Got in a jam. And I say that to all those dudes who's out there who's not married or never married their first child's mother. So realistically, that's an excuse that we hide behind. We as people hide behind your children, because before your children it was you, and before it was your children, what did you do? What was you about before your children? And that's the character that we're going on. We're not going on the character of after the children. See, that's what the world wants you to live on. The babies, the babies, the babies, the children. That's the problem the world wants you to live on. Being focused on the babies and the children, but yet and still the parents and the teenagers and the grown folks is all out of control. But then they want to put everything back on the babies. No, I'm going to go to the root. Before you had children, what was your character? And that's where we going. That's where we going from there. What was you about? Was you about organizing before you had children? Then you had children, then it just slowed you down. Was you just about the streets? Was you about the trash life? Was you about the garbage can? Was you about the dumpster? What was you about before that first child? That's the most important thing. That's the conversation. And that's what we must stay focused on. Nothing else. Not the children, because the children, like I say, is the excuse. One of the dopest things about this whole technology thing, which I'm not really a fan of, I never was, but one of the dope things about it is that a person like myself, who used to always get up early in the morning, whether it was cold, rain, snow, whatever on the ground, whatever coming from the skies, and I would go out and speak to the people, soapbox style, underground railroad style, train style, for years, for a decade or so. Thousands of people seen me, thousands of people heard my words, thousands of people received a letter from me, some information from me. Thousands. So now, as I come to the internet world, one of the dopest things, which is still the wackest shit. Okay, this is so corny, but it's dope because right now I don't have the opportunity to really do it the way I would need to do it and stay focused on doing it because the energy is a little down. I'm a little older. The morale is a little down. So one of the dopest things is that I still can do what I normally do. Thousands won't hear, but hundreds will. And that's only because we still on the low grounds right now on this internet. But when you do it in public eye and you do it right in the face of the people, it's way, way better, folks. I love that. I love that spotlight. I love that attention. I love that platform. And I have to say I love it because trust me, folks, I don't enjoy going to do it. But the love is because I know that that's me showing the power. That's me showing the energy that we must see and feel from our people and for our people. So that's what I love. I love me obeying and going out there and doing because this is a spiritual warfare. Changing the trading places is a spiritual warfare. For those who don't know what trading places, once again, the trading of the places, just like the movie Eddie Murphy was in with Dan Aykroyd and Jamie Lee Curtis in the Trading of the Places. You had the prostitute, you had the homeless man, you had the rich guy. Those are the characters. How real can you get with a movie? You had the prostitute, homeless, a white woman as a prostitute, a black man as a homeless man, and a rich white guy. And all the places, and they just traded places, pretty much. Reverse roles. And it was done by higher ups. Higher ups did it. And so when I say speaking of trading places, for those who didn't get it from earlier, the trading places now is the women have traded places with the men. And this is a situation where it's not a movie, folks. It's real life. And if men stay behind women and hiding behind women and don't get their roles back, their rightful roles back in life, we doomed ourselves. So as I do this live stream, I'm not doing the live to bash. I'm doing the live to wake up. Black man, rise, original rebel. Now, I have some things I need to do. I can really continue this live the way any way possible, but I wanted to do the live also on on my laptop so I can pull up some stuff. But I'm not going to do that today on this one. I might continue this one because this is a live stream that I'm going to continue on as well as other, topics. But this topic, like I say, is a topic that we men must discuss. We men must talk about. We cannot continuously allow the women to dictate this conversation because it's going to be done in a hateful, bitching manner. It's not going to be done in a football coach, baseball coach, basketball coach style. It's not going to be done in a manner where we get to play. You know what I'm saying? We know what the play is. It's being done where we feel like, yo, we don't want to be part of the team. Okay, so that's the difference of the coaching style of what this live is about. I'm slapping you dudes in your face though, because like I say, you're corny. You're moving real corny style. A lot of you guys are really allowing women to really truly dictate the flow of all. Like I say, that's the trading of places. Because why when men be in those positions to do the same is wrong? Why is he male chauvinist? But it's okay for men to hide behind women, and then at the very end they slap you in the face for you hiding behind them. I don't understand. So it makes more sense for you to just to come from behind the big woman panties and put on your briefs, put on some tighty whities, old school style. Put on old school tighty whities. That's when we have more testosterone. Put on the tighty whities. It's time to wake up. 2024 is around the corner. 45 presidents in. Understand what I'm saying? I don't know how many total presidents we probably had. We had probably like 40 presidents, 40 men to be a president. I don't know how many presidents we had. You know what I'm saying? Real, not second term, but how many presidents do we have? Because they be counting as terms. Or is it the 45th? Whatever. Bottom line is 40 some presidents in, and the biggest thing right now is homosexuality. That is the biggest thing trending in the world, homosexuality. Because when you look at homosexuality, it's everywhere. It's in your sports, it's in your entertainment, it's in your movies, and your actors, and it's who's gay, who's this, who's that, who's that. You understand what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing that's trending in the world. 2024. And why? Because men failed to rise up and be men. It's a word for those type of men. Munichs, I think it's a Munich. When they castrate the men and make them females, and they had to protect the Jezebels and shit. Munichs. You research what it is. I'm just giving you a baseline. Go research what the men that was castrated to protect the Jezebel chicks all across the world. Sodom and Gomorrah. This is some real shit, and we back at it with closed eyes. Because to all you men is hiding behind mama and ma and mommy. And you're scared to talk about this one. You're scared to really have this conversation. You scared. You don't want to have this debate. Because if we wasn't hiding behind mama, if we really wasn't, the world would be a better place. But right now, like I said, we're in a state of confusion. 100% confusion. And that's what's hurting. It's hard for us to communicate with one another in person. And I'm saying that right now because it's something I want to say to someone right now, but I don't know how they're going to take it. So I'm just going to pause and not even do it. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying from my personal reaction right now. But I want us to realize that we must really take a stand. I don't see what it do to. I ain't even gonna bother them. I wanted to tell her something, but drop a jewel. But like I say, you gotta also be able to read. Well, sometimes we overread people. Like I'm probably overreading the situation. I still should go out there and tell something. In fact, because I'm a man, I'm going to do it. Because I'm that type of guy. Hello, sir. How you doing? I just wanted to tell the young ladies. Well, I can tell you real quick. I have like this little Thank you, baby. I got you. And one time. Now look, I was fronting for you, and I'm on live. Now I'm coming as a man, doing what I had to say. And the young lady said, "Please help me, please." That's love. You know what I'm saying? You have to listen to the God in you. All right, listen, baby. You really want to clear that up? Yeah. I know it sounds great, honey. Hold on, folks. Yo, I didn't even mute my mic, and the mic was muted. I just put the phone down, and this is weird technology. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what I put the phone down and just start pressing buttons because I dropped the phone, so the screen is really sensitive, so it cleared out. My bad. But yeah, I just had to put the people onto something for their skin, and I hope that they listen to me because the young lady's a very pretty young lady. It's just that she has a super duper skin problem, and if she listens to me, it's gonna clear up. That was one thing about me. I really didn't like bumps on my face and nothing like that growing up, and I hate the fact that my skin is not looking good right now, and I know it's because I'm not taking care of myself because I'm still in the mental struggle. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm a man, so I understand, man. I know, yo, look, the mental struggle is real. You first have a mental struggle that you got to defeat, and then you got the every other struggle from there: personal struggle, economic struggle, but the mental struggle is you holding yourself back from your full capacity. That's the mental struggle. Because once you release yourself and allow yourself to blossom your fullest capacity, even if it's at one thing, blossom at one thing in your fullest capacity, that's the first major step to manhood. That's maybe the second major step, you know what I'm saying? Because first you got to recognize it. But that's a major step to manhood, leaving that grown boy status. We got to leave the grown boy status. I'm very happy that I shared, that information with them. And they Googled. They didn't even know what I was talking about. I was talking about simple stuff. You know what I'm saying, to heal themselves. And it was just amazing. I think they was African. But I really hope that they do it. Let me tell y'all something. Spreading love is what it's all about. Spread love. You know what I'm saying? And this message is a spreading of tough love to my dudes. Like I say, the women, they can attack and bash, and then you can have those women that go out there and talk and protect you. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of women that's talking and protecting men as well, but that's still a shield that men is hiding behind. You diggy. She has dope discussions. Yes, she do. But no matter what, the dopest discussion is being said right now by the dopest person on live right now. And that's me, because I'm relaying the message that need to be relayed. It's just who gets it, who hears it. So this ain't no hidden activism. This is real life, like hidden colors and hidden history, all that shit. No, this ain't no hidden shit. This is right before your eyes now. Before you wasn't able to see, but now you can. And if you folks actually, which I never really cared about, but it's time for me to elevate a little bit more. I think it's now time for y'all to start helping me get into these algorithms. Now it's time for y'all to start subscribing. Hit that subscribe. Start hitting the likes. Stop being scared. Come on and start talking. Stop being scared. This is real topics to really talk about. Like, I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you think that black men, especially, have been hiding behind women? Now, I know there's one person who definitely agrees, but I'm not allowing her to dictate the flow. Although you want to allow her to dictate the flow, it won't be me, because it's coming from an evil portal. So I'm not going to allow an evil portal to dictate the flow, even if the evil portal have right to it, because it's casting spells of evil attention. So, like I say, I'm here to let you know that black men has been hiding behind women for way too mother effing long. I cut off a lot of my family members because I don't like their corny, funny styles of moving. So if I cut off them, I'm definitely have no problem talking about the situation that has no kin to me. This is a message, and you hearing the message. Time to come from behind the skirts. Time to come from behind the women's panties. Time to come from behind the women's cum and come to the podium, step forward, and get your uniform, and let's get to war. Because there's a war going on and that we've been trying to hide from. And if we're not getting ourselves involved with this war, we definitely gonna lose. And I ain't trying to lose. And I ain't trying to just get assassinated just because I'm a person who knows. But time to move from behind those skirts, and you know who you are. All you dudes know who you are. I can explain it. Well, I can really explain it. I can explain it. The love and I'm using the word love. The love that I received when I first got my Cash App for the first time in my life in 2020, the end of 2020, in November, the love that I received from each and every individual that went on the Cash App actually was a wake-up call for me to get with the technology. You guys actually paid me to wake up, to realize that I've been allowing this, my super duper conspiracy theories, even though I know it's 100% right, you know what I'm saying? But I allow it to slow me down. You know, I know it's right. It is what it is. I know it. Trust me, I do know it. But the thing is, for me, just not to allow it to slow me down. And so the love that you gave me, women and men, but I'm speaking of the women now. The women that show love and support it, and then all those hateful little bastards out there that decide to say, "Oh, he's just trying to live." No, I don't live off of nobody. What the heck is wrong? I'm sorry, scream, but what is wrong with y'all? I'm against that 100%. So it hurt and irked me. That's why I totally said, you know what? I'd rather shut that down to prove a point that, you know, this car I'm in right here is from 20. This car I'm in right here is from 2021. I've been in this car ever since I've been in Philly. I bought this out here, not from donations, from hard work. Everything in here is from hard work. You know what I'm saying? Got to clean the car, but it's from hard work. Yo, salute, salute, Slew. What it do? I ain't said that in a minute. Slew Foot Slim. What it do? I ain't see you in a minute. Mikey. I don't know if this is the Mikey I might know. Maybe this is the Mikey I might know, but if it's not the Mikey I might know, what up, Mikey? So shout out to all you cats that, you know, dropped in. Hopefully you can watch this video a little, you know, bit, gather it. Like I say, yo, this is a slap to us men. It's a slap to us men. I'm not really trying to claim it that much. Okay, I'm not even gonna front. I'm not trying to claim it that much, but this is a slap to us men that we've been hiding behind women far too long. Now, I'm not really claiming that, but I'm putting myself in it just so you say, so that you can understand I'm slapping myself as well. Okay? So now with that being said, the murder and the assault happens. Now, if you fit in this category, let's just move out that box. Let's just move from that box, move to the front podium, and let's move forward as soldiers so that we can claim, so we can get the victory of this war. Because like I said, the battles is done. This is real full-fledged war now. Trust me, the battles is done. The battles have caused the damage already. The damage is done. When they say the damage is done, the battles are done. This is full-fledged war now. I'm gonna repeat that. When everybody be like, "Yo, you know, man, you done the damage is done now, man. You can't change it. The damage is done." A lot of relationships, yo, the damage is done. You know, where can we go? Where can we go from here? The battles are done. They got every. It's like, it's like when you play Battleship. I think that's the game, or old school game, Battleship, and you got all the pieces and all the different territories covered. That's all covered now. They done covered all their. They done crossed all their T's and dotted all their I's. They might have a couple T's and I's not completely crossed and dotted. But when you look at the board, you be like, whoa, damn, this is real. So what I'm saying to you is that the battles are done. This is now full-fledged war because they figured that, yo, they have enough strategic planning done and completed and executed in full scheme that that whatever's not covered won't hurt. And that's what I'm saying. Whatever's not covered is what we must roll with. And the fact that the fact that you are moving, I'm okay. I'm gonna put myself in there with you boys. Okay, the fact that we're moving from these boys and going to the men. So that you understand, I'm here taking a slap with you. That we are now moving from boys to men, and we are moving forward. That is what they do not expect. They never expect the boys to graduate to men underneath the tutelage of men. They strategically put it where you're going. If you're going to go, if you are going to go from a boy to a man, and you're always going to say, my mama, because my mama. One thing I loved about AI is he gave that dude from the hood, the coach, all the respect, most of the respect. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying to you right now is that for for the enemy to complete their victory, this is their strategic planning. For you to give, for men to constantly give the praise to their mama for them being a man. As long as that's going on, they're still winning. It's better when it's better to hear a guy say, "Yo, if I ain't gonna lie, I grew up in the hood, and a lot of the older cats, what I'm saying, they schooled me to the game, and they showed me this, and they told me to have more respect, this for that, and respect what I was doing, respect the hood, respect the block. So I got a lot of my morals for might sound from the hood. You might say, you psych, blah, blah. You organize all that. Is us, the hood, and the men in the hood can organize that energy and channel it right. Now you got leadership of men by men. This is war. This is what makes people generals when it comes to conversation and planning. So it's time to come from behind the curtains of womanhood. And it's time for us men to rise up and be the strong men that we are designed to be. If you have a muscle in your body, if you can flex your body and see one little muscle, one little cut, then it means that you can become a man. You have the ability to become a man. Just drop all the baby fat. Like I said, it's boys going to men. We gotta drop our baby fat. That's what it is. Drop the baby fat and make it become muscle. I remember when I was growing up as a kid, and even though it's so homo looking, but just seeing the boxes and seeing the wrestlers and seeing their bodies transform, you want to have that type of look. You're not, as a man, you're not even looking at them like, oh, he's sexy. You're looking at him like, yo, I gotta get like that. What the fuck, yo? What he's doing? I gotta get like that. And then you had the '70s, you had Rocky coming out. So we honestly watched Sylvester Stallone go from a skinny man. Remember him in Cobra and before all those movies, just remember he was slim. We watched him go from slim to really putting on muscle right before our eyes. And then now we watch Michael B. Jordan do the same thing. Those are images that we actually need to see, and not in no homo form, We need to see it in the testosterone form, strong man form. And that's what why those movies do so well. That's why Creed did so well, because it was a boost of male testosterone. It's doses that we be needing. That's why we need hip hop like that. We need doses of music like that. They done watered down the hip hop where they even got you thinking that the hottest artist right now is the females. Are you out your goddamn mind? This right now is the era of the most trashiest hip hop ever, and being led by women. Skankiest. Let me see. Where my keys at? I gotta do some shopping. Where my keys at? I'm gonna put the radio on 1 second and see what inspiration hip hop is on. It's gonna motivate me to make me want to do something like go work out, do some push-ups. Let me see. You got Whitney Houston on right there. This person's mind is going on the other side. This person, I don't confuse the laws. Okay. Now, one thing about that artist right there, I was hoping that the artist didn't get corrupted in the person. And they saying in the song right now, they are so corrupt in their mind. You're not hearing the screams and the cries and the hurt and the pain in the song. And even if the women do hear it, they just jam to it on a different frequency because they want to ignore the reality of that. That's a cry. That's a painful cry. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what the hip hop done did. Made our women do things that make them now painfully cry out. And then you might have a Doja Cat who might even say, fuck that. I want the fame. I accept this shit. I'm a rebel. I'm the devil. You understand? But no, y'all gonna say this shit's hot. Because you underneath that spell. You're spellbound. And then you got these dumb hip hop dudes in the industry who's thinking we're gonna sell records, who just pushing it because they pimping the shit and they don't give a flying fluke about anything. Disgusting dogs. But no, it's hot. Oh, why you knocking their meat? Why you knocking their hustle? What the hell? No, I'm fucking here to let you know we at war. And as long as y'all keep pushing this shit, y'all allow those pieces that they have on the board to continuously win. And to move closer and move closer and move closer in. Like I said, there's a war out here, folks. No man's safe from. And the only way for you to wake up is for you to really accept the slap, the smackdown. Accept it. Then you move forward. But as long as you want to hide behind and sugarcoat shit and say, oh, you don't understand, oh, because you don't have, I already said, yo, every man I'm talking to, before your child was born, before your first child was born, what man was you? What man were you? What type of man were you? What was you about? And that's the man who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to the daddy. I'm talking to the man that you was before the daddy. Because if you became a father, then you might be on the side of a real man. And when I say became a father, I'm talking about a real father. Not because you taking care of your kids. I'm talking about a real father. A lot of people don't know what that is. That's the next topic. What is a real father? Like I said, we're going to get these men hiding behind the skirts and the tone of what women say. What is a real father? That's a topic that is going to be hard for a lot of people to talk about because most people didn't have a real father in their lives because they was boys hiding behind the women. Because like I said, this is forced now. Do not think for 1 second that that's the mindset of what they want to be in. This is a forced issue. Slavery disappeared. Everybody was scattered. And if you don't believe in slavery, everybody was still scattered. No, nobody, none of us was fully organized, structured, because obviously the better structure and the better organizer is ruling. And that's because when those people that you don't want to say were slaves became free, they still didn't know what to do because that Willie Lynch shit was real, and it had them boys, those men hiding as boys behind their mamas. And if that letter was not real, that was a great letter to write. If the Bible's not real, that is an awesome book, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Like the creativity. Wow. Like Stephen King have nothing on the person who wrote that book, the Bible. If you gather all of the creative minds of now, none of them have the creativity of that book, the Bible, because 90% of the creative minds emulate that book, the Bible. Not more than 90. It's like 99% of creatives emulate that book, the Bible. So whoever wrote that book, the Bible, is the illest illustrator, writer that ever touched this planet. Because the creativity, the thoughts, the structure, and this was way before internet. This is way before database. This was way before a lot of stuff. Whoever really created that is like, wow, it's amazing. That's what I want you to understand. Whether it's a real book or not, the creativity of that book is no different than the movie. A blockbuster movie that you guys go and pay money. Yo, I can't tell you last time I paid money for a movie. I don't even know last time I've been to the movies. But you have people that faithfully was running to movies every day, all day, faithfully giving their money to these pseudo movies. But this book that is written, I ain't gonna lie, folks. There'd be times I do pause, and it's because I'm sitting in the parking lot, and there's a lot of women that's just been walking by. So just be slowing my thoughts, patting down. Okay, because I'm a man, so I'll just be like, damn. But I'm just not saying damn. I'm just looking like damn. So that book, whether you believe it's pseudo or not, that book itself, is amazingly created, is amazingly written, is amazingly illustrated. Like if we was to have the illustrator draw that Bible, back in the days they used to have like the Bible I had illustration to it. How many people had a Bible that had illustration and it was color? I really missed that Bible. That Bible was actually a classic, a classic. So I'm saying to you, just imagine they put illustration to that Bible. I want somebody to really put illustration to that book and resell it. I'll buy it. And then that'll be the first time I ever read the book from front to back. Because I never read the Bible from front to back. I never even read like a quarter of the Bible. All right. I just read a few things and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Go across a few things, like this is bananas. Dig a little bit deeper, like, yo, what the hell? Then I'll be looking at the times we live in. I'm like, yo, either this shit is real, or these people in this world really is using this shit as their blueprint. And then years later of me saying F this, man, but going through the rebellious stages, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the stages realistically when you actually being a rebel against yourself and against your family, your friends, your peers, your company, your everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna say God. You just a rebel against everything that's good. And so then that's when you actually start saying, you know, I don't believe in God because you actually doing everything that's ungodly. Everybody go through those phases. Everyone, except for the really strong one. But realistically, everyone goes through it. It's who go through it the longest, who really claims it, who really believes it. But my thing is, when you look at that book, it always speaks about mother freaking just some type of war, some type of destruction, some type of war, some type of destruction. And here we are right now. Like I said, we are in full-fledged war. And one of the most important things throughout that book, that Bible, was to demasculine men. That was the most important thing in that book, and to make them ungodly. Because the very end of it is that's what happens, and we have to face destruction because we freaking retards. It's really, like I say, even if you don't have to believe in any scripture, any religion, just get an archive of movies that you spent your money on, okay? Movies that you rented, movies that you paid for. Or let's just look at all the movies that you watched and put it on one storyboard. You know what a storyboard is? I ain't got time to explain it. Put it on one storyboard. I'll show you what a storyboard is. I'm nice. I'm nice. I used to say messenger, but I'm a teacher. Fuck that. I'm a teacher. So you put it on the storyboard. This is a storyboard. Different. This is storyboard. Okay. You put all the movies on one storyboard. Okay. See? Storyboard. One movie on one storyboard. All the movies on storyboard. See, got my storyboard. I'm not. You think y'all crazy? You put it on the storyboard. All the movies: Transformers, Avengers, The Exorcist, the Expendables, the Minions. All the movies that you spent money on, taking your kids, Mermaid, all the movies, Disney, all the movies, The Lion King, all the movies. Don't forget Pinocchio. You probably watched that too. They say some crazy shit in Pinocchio. What he gonna do with all the boys, demasculating all the boys on Pleasure Island? They ain't gonna return as boys. We're gonna take them, all the little stupid boys. We're gonna take them to the island, and when they return, they're not gonna be boys no more. They're gonna be little Munichs. But y'all sleep. Y'all sleep. Y'all sleep. Y'all sleep. Shout out to your three cats who, checked in, who did a little quick check-in. Matter of fact, everybody do a little quick check-in, man. Do a quick check-in. Show love. Let's get this rocking. I'm supposed to be shopping right now. I'm trying to stop the shit from tapping. Get off the shit. There you go. I'm gonna drop the link too. I'll be forgetting to drop the link. Guest is invited. You can come on deck. I might go take a walk in the store, grab what I gotta get real quick. Copy. Bounce from here. Drop it like it's hot. We're gonna drop it like it's hot, folks. I'm gonna drop the link like it's hot. Oops. Paste. Bam. Enter. Boom. You are now officially able to come into the room. I need someone to entertain me. Who's ready to entertain me? Let's talk about this conversation. Do you think that men is hiding behind women? Do you think black men has been hiding behind women? Do you think that's a problem right now, or you beg to differ? And if you beg to differ, please, I will mute my button because I gotta do some shopping. So you got the platform. It's your show now. Especially if you beg to differ, it's your show. But just don't turn up on me. Just talk to the people, state your case. You know what I'm saying? Don't be all mad because I don't really want to come and intervene. I want you to talk while I do my little shopping. You feel me? So whoever wants to take the floor, is your floor. Um, whether if you agree with me, you come on deck, state your case. You can get a little personal with it if you have to. Shoot, or your baby that blah blah bloom blah bloom. Let it be known. You know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is, watch it. The bottom line is, come on deck. Let's have a conversation about this. This is real talk right here. The link is right there in the stream, in the chat. I came back just to grab my jacket, but it was so warm in the car. So let me just do this live. And I know I was going to end it at the time, like an hour, but now I want to keep this one going because I just got the room warmed up. I just got the floor warmed up. Like right now, the sun is shining a little hotter right now. It's getting a little warmer. That's what I did with this chat. I mean, with this live stream, I'm just getting a little warmed up. But you folks, when you come on deck, you guys gonna heat it up to another level. Trust me, I already know. Talk about what you got to talk about. Like I say, there's individuals that built their platforms on this topic, bashing and thrashing the dude on what he's not doing and so on and so forth. I'm not here doing that. I'm saying now it's time for us to stop giving them that platform and let's organize. Sorry. And let's organize a new platform for this millennium to come. It's time for us to get ready to engage in this war. And first thing is for us to get structured and see the plan, the blueprint, and move forward. And the first step of the blueprint is step to the podium. Get from behind the skirts. Get from behind the ponytails. Get from behind those ponytails. All right? Stop following my little pony. I'm actually walking behind one. But it's time for you to stop following my little pony. That's what makes you procrastinate. And then you think I'm supposed to care. Oh, you was getting some cooch. Oh, I was getting some cooch, man. Sure, you gotta bang it. Oh man. That's distractions. That's distractions. These soldiers be at war, they be in trenches for months. And these guys can't go seconds without wanting to smash on any and everything. Even if it is your girl that you've been smashing forever. Like I say, the distractions is not what we're hearing right now. I'm not trying to hear any distractions right now. I forgot what I came here for. I hate every time I come up in this spot, I forget one specific thing that's very important. All the time. Shout out to you if you're on deck. Like I said, I appreciate. Let me get to it. I appreciate all you cats and the support that you've given, the views that you give. But like I say, there's a lot of corny shit that's going on right now that we must start really calling out on a high level. And the most corniest thing right now is black men hiding behind these women. And that's what this is about. So we had an hour and 5 minutes. Cool. An hour and 5 minutes. If there's anybody who would like to express their opinion, like I say, I'm holding on for 2 more seconds. Otherwise, I'm gonna say thank you for your listening and your support. And have a beautiful day. I didn't say it just now, but I will say in a few. I really want to guess the two because I would like to keep this conversation going on while I get in the car and drive back to my next spot. I gotta get some more water. I'll be buying the baby distilled water because all this water be hurting my stomach, but the baby distilled water don't hurt my stomach that much. Now, what the heck I came up in here for? Oh yes, I knew it. Woohoo! I did not want to forget. And thank you, Lord, because soon as I got to design some stuff and I had to pick up some stuff, and someone was walking right in front of me that reminded me what I came here for. See, that's how God works. Gives you signs. That's why I said illustrations for that book would be awesome. Matter of fact, who designed it? I want to see an illustrated book from front to beginning, from beginning to end. How many pages would that illustration, that book be? The Bible. You know what I'm saying? With illustrations for everything. I want to know what Jezebel would look like. What would Jezebel look like? Would she look like her? Would she look like her? What would she look like? Would she look like you? Do you think that you look like a Jezebel? Hmm? That's a good good conversation too, right? If Jezebel was alive, what would she look like? Everybody wants to say about Jesus and shit. What Jesus would look like. What would Jezebel look like? Hmm? Whoever idea what Jezebel would look like. Would she look like Nicki Minaj? Would she look like Doja Cat? What up, G?
What's going on, bro? Yeah.
I'm chilling. I got a question. Yo, if you heard of Jezebel, right? That's
Jezebel?
Yeah. You ever the terminology
Yeah,
Jezebel?
yeah.
What do you think she would look like in this modern day? What do you think she would look like?
Jezebel, modern day.
Mm-hmm.
Look like how all the girls look nowadays. Jezebel.
And he walked away. Say no more, soldier. That's a real man. Okay, I just stopped. All right, fam. I just stopped some random dude and asked her. He said she would look like all the girls of the modern days. Is no singling out none because we don't even know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Y'all look like Jezebels. Whoa, whoa, that's crazy. That's crazy. I asked G, and he's a younger kid too. I give him about like 24, 26. Asked him what would Jezebel look like. First, I asked him, is he familiar with the terminology in Jezebel? He said, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I said, what you think she would look like? And he was thinking, and he just shook his head like every other woman of nowadays. No sugarcoating it, okay? There's no sugarcoating it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So if you as a man is laid up with a woman that look like a Jezebel, and you love her, either you get that devil up out of her, or you got to leave. Because the Jezebel spirit is what's ruling over you that got you hiding behind her. The Jezebel spirit. Get the show. Yeah, I handle my shows myself. If y'all want to come on deck and talk. The Jezebel spirit is the spirit that is in control right now. Y'all underneath that Jezebel spirit. That's why y'all don't want to come from behind her. And she wants you she wants you behind her, sniffing her ass, eating her butt, eating her cooch. Stay back there. Go to sleep. Get back there. Go to sleep. Because as long as you're not doing your duties, she's in control. That's the Jezebel spirit. And that's the reason why you men are still grown boys who have not reached manhood. Shout out to me. who's brave enough to touch this topic, who's designed to touch the topic. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can touch this. You can't touch this. Not everybody is designed to touch this because you fall victim to it. I'm like no, I'm like the modern day Noah right about now. Drink, smoke, bud, but I don't drink that like a drunk at all, at all, at all. Damn it, man, they ain't got what I want. But I tell you this much. Tell you this much. Modern day Noah, I'm closing that door and flying out, blasting off because the ark was not a boat. The ark was a motherfucking spaceship. I'm telling you straight up and down. That ark flew. That ark flew. The ark didn't float. The ark flew. Period. If you read the book the right way, you see that the ark rose above the waters. If I'm telling the little kid he got a rubber ducky in the tub, and I say bring the ducky above the water, it's not going to be in the water. So if the boat rides above the waters, the boat was flying. Okay, folks, the ark was a motherfucking spaceship. Don't get shit twisted. But anyway, another topic. Read the book. Like I said, if they had illustrations and they illustrate that whole scene of that ark and going through the waters and just scene by scene, verse by verse, what that ark was doing rose above the highest mountain. It rose above, and then it rose above the earth. It rose above the earth, and it rose above the waters of the earth. But nah, y'all still want to believe in the real. Y'all want to be in Bozo land. I might as well just get these. Right? I might as well. Or do I get a bigger pack? Yeah, I'll get a bigger pack. You got more in there, right? Yeah, get this one. What's wrong with you? I'll get that one. Right. Damn it, they don't got what I want. This is making me tight right now. All right, folks. Anybody would like to come on deck and have a little conversation with me about this topic? Like I said, I asked a random worker. He was just walking by. I said, what if Jezebel was alive right now in this day and age, what would she look like? And he said, like every modern woman that's walking right now. We know what he talked about. You know what he talked about. Get that Jezebel spirit off you. Take all that fake shit off you. Stop looking like Jezebel. So these men can get from behind you and rise up and be the true warriors that they are. Thank you for your listening, your support. You have a good day. Peace.